I just wanted to show you guys roughly what it looks like when you're grading submitted assignments. So here's an assignment from last semester of mine. Here are all the students who submitted something for it. The way you can grade them on here is literally just kind of go through, select the student's name, and it'll show their submission right here. It takes a second for it to pop up, so be patient. But once you get it, you can center it. You can also make it larger, and then you go through and read. Now, there are these options down here to actually mark up the paper. I don't use it. It's not terrifically easy to use. If you're actually going to go ahead and make marks on people's papers, like like editor's marks, there's different ways to do it that I can show you, but I wouldn't bother with these. It's just not really worthwhile. What you should know on here, however, is once you are set to grade, you can do it a few different ways. I have a rubric set up with this one, so if you click right here, it'll show you your rubric, and you get to just select in there. If you don't select a rubric, you just click on it and you simply type in the value that it's worth. If it's out of 50, you can just give it 45 points or 40 points, whatever you want. Now, two other things you should know. This little comment option right here, this is a comment that you can put in for the student, and it will actually show up on their grade readout. So if they go and look at their grades, it will show not only the title of the grade, the point value, and what they got on it, but way off to the right, it'll show whatever you write here. Okay, you have to make sure that this is clicked or they won't see it. So this is also an option if you want to leave notes for yourself. You can see these when you're logged into Schoology, but the student can't. But if you want to give the student a note, you put it right here. Now, on the other hand, if you want to just leave them comments that are very specific to this assignment, like in other words, it's not going to make sense to them unless they're pretty much looking at this too, then you can leave this over here. And this one's actually really useful. If you want them to do revisions, you can get a running commentary. Basically, over here, you'll have your comment. In this case, it'd be to Nazifa. And then underneath, she would reply. And then you can reply again, and yada, yada, yada. And once you're in here, you can scroll through all the different submissions, either by just going to the next one, by clicking that arrow. You can also go ahead and skip forward and back to different students. So this is another option you have for that piece right there. One more thing to keep in mind, students are allowed to submit multiple times. When you pop open a student's file, it will show you the most recent file they submitted. So if you do want to do drafts, which again is something you can do in here, you would need to select this, and it will give you a list of how many drafts there are. It'll say submission 1, submission 2, submission 3, that kind of thing. All right, I hope this was helpful.